So touring with Taylor Swift, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
The massive performances every night in front of, like, what was the biggest crowd you guys played?
We played in Australia. We played to 70,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
70,000 people. So what did you learn watching Taylor Swift every night play to that many people?
You can learn a lot of things. I think obviously there's some things that I guess she's got her own style, and there's things that she does that I'm like, well, that's just stuff that Taylor Swift can do, and she's got an incredible ability beyond just being a great songwriter and being, bringing 200% energy to the stage and singing her guts out every night. It's her ability to communicate with the crowd and kind of make everyone feel like they're special and that she's speaking directly to them. I kind of found that really, really kind of inspiring, and it works so well. I was just like, wow, this is like people are watching and listening, and the whole crowd is kind of just like in her hand. So I think everyone's got different levels of ability to do that, but I was inspired by that, and I think it definitely made us kind of lift our game a bit, because we were like, we can't suck because Taylor Swift's coming on after us.
Best Taylor Swift story from that tour?
Well, I got to meet a bunch of really cool people. I got to meet actors and all these kind of guests that she'd have on, and different musical guests. But I got to just hang out, and there was some nights where I'd hang out, and I got to meet the American soccer team and hang out with them and play with them, play like kind of games and flip cup with them, and got to meet Julia Roberts and a few other people. So it was cool. It was really cool to meet people that I never would have met otherwise.
That's all part of the Girl Squad, right?
Yeah, it's like the extended Taylor Swift Girl Squad, which seems to extend basically across the entire world. Yeah, it was very cool.
Are you part of the Girl Squad then? Are you allowed to be?
Maybe I'm like an honorary male member.
You're tall enough. I think that's one of the things.
Yeah, I'm tall enough, and I'm kind of, maybe one day if she does another tour, and if I'm in town, I'd love to get a gig walking down that catwalk, even though that would be pretty scary. But yeah.
What would the Vance Joy Squad be called?
Vance Joy Squad. I think there's a group of fans who have named themselves the Curlies after my curly hair. So that's my squad name, and I'm pretty proud to have a group of people that are that dedicated.
Have you ever had anyone like try to straighten it?
I have actually. I straightened my hair. I was in year 12 or year 11, and one of my good friends, she was like, I can straighten your hair. I was like, wow, it's like been like my dream, because I hate my curly hair. As you hate it when you're young, and to me it looked good, but I think looking back at some photos, it just was like kind of a bit fluffy, and it didn't really take well to the Australian humidity. So I'd be in a nightclub and it'd be like this fluffy thing, and I don't know. It was a phase.
Looked like you got struck by lightning every time you walked around.
Yeah. It wasn't a great look.
That's funny. So I always kind of wanted to know this about a musician. When you're on, especially touring, like the tour that you've done the past, how long is it? It's, since 14, 15 months, you've pretty much been nonstop.
Yeah.
What do you do when you get home? Because you're obviously on a super tight schedule every single day. Do you just like wake up and sit there and like twiddle your thumb? Like, what do you do after that? That'd be tough.
That's a good question. It's because it's true. That's you're on a super tight schedule, so everything's like aligned for you every day, and so you kind of have a bit of, you get used to that, and you relax into that idea that I'll just get pointed in different directions, and the most I'll have to spend on my own is like half an hour, and then I'll just be whisked away to the next thing. So I think you get home, and then you kind of try and keep the schedule going. So I'm meeting my friend Jason for coffee, and I'm like, hey man, like we'll meet in like 20 minutes, and then we'll have coffee for about an hour, and then we'll go play tennis till 2:00, and then we'll go. And it's just like, bro, just chill out. It's like there's nothing to do. We've got nothing to do today. I'm like, no, let's be really on our game and make sure we hit all the points. But so that bleeds into your personal life, and then you go into holidays, and then you kind of have to relearn how to be on schedule.
Yeah, just as soon as you get used to not being on schedule, you're back to it.
Yeah.
So that's cool.